It's not boring. People will find the impression funny. Oh. You think spin is your friend? Oh. I was a batsman before I'd not seen a spinning wicket before I'd seen a ball turn. Oh. I need to come up with a better one. Hold on.
Right, leave a comment if you
hold on.
Get them to leave a comment.
No. Because I need to come up with something.
Just do the line from the film.
I haven't. I'm not doing a line from the film. Funny.
You started it.
What?
You started the line from the film.
No, I know. I'm trying to cover the.
I've watched a lot of films.
You had no idea. I did this impression, and he had no idea who it was. Who it was meant to be.
Are you going to do it?
He just did. He thought it was Star Wars to start with. What were your other guesses?
I asked if it was the Joker.
He thought it was the Joker. And then when he found out who it was, he asked if he'd featured in other films.
So is the character's name the name of the film?
Right.
This is
Hello.
The Long Hop Cricket Podcast.
And welcome to the second ODI between Australia and England. And I'm really enjoying this ODI series. I think it's better than the Test series, to be honest.
Well, I've said it last week. There's a reason why there's a World Cup in ODIs.
Good point. Very good point. Oh, this is nice.
Anyway.
Just found Dave's little ID thing he's got here for his work. Why have you got a skinhead here? Oh, you haven't. Looks like you got a skinhead from a distance.
Yeah. I
Where'd
got
you get the sticker from? Good work.
Yeah.
I've got a sticker on mine for good work. It's a smiley face.
I got in after the gym to get that photograph taken. I literally went to go to work just to drop some. I think it was just to drop some
You got the hoodie on in the picture you've got on now.
Yeah, and then I'd just come from the gym and then they collared me in for a photograph. Anyway, do you want to get on with the podcast?
Yeah, sorry. That's not a bad picture for an ID card. You can do a lot worse. Mine's awful.
Anyway.
Go on, mate.
Team news, England are unchanged.
Ooh.
But a few changes for the Aussies. Yep. Don't really know much about them, but there's a few changes there.
Got a new bowler, haven't they? Richie Richardson. Richie Richardson's come in. He hasn't played for a long time.
Alex Carey, the wicketkeeper. Travis Head, yeah, I think he played last time, didn't he? Cameron White's in there.
Man, he must not have played for a while.
But anyway, the toss. Australia won the toss and chose the bat first, which is weird because that kind of plays into England's strength, doesn't it?
Yes,
that
is weird.
England love to chase.
I think, isn't that just an international thing now, to chase?
Yeah, but I think England have kind of
made it their own.
Well, that's just their preferred way to do it, isn't it?
So, but yeah, but I think it is more the done thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is now. And 270 would have been an okay score 5 years ago. It's nothing special, is it?
No, 270.
Chase down 270.
I think 270 in Australia, you got to bowl well.
I think you got to have a really good.
You got to bowl well.
Hey guys.
I think anything under 300 these days isn't that great.
Yeah, I think 300 is the new par.
Yeah.
That's par for the course.
So, Australia. They have the first crack.
Sure do.
And I saw on Sky Sports, they were like, oh, England spinning, fantastic, spun them out the game, Joe Root.
Yeah. Didn't
we call this? Saying that Joe Root should be our spinner if we're going to let batsmen have a go.
England, I like this idea of 6 bowlers, don't they?
Well,
so if Ben Stokes comes back in this team,
two of them aren't bowlers, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Wood and Wokes, no chance.
Woody didn't do too good, did he? We said that was a danger.
But then
when he plays back-to-back games,
so we're looking at the bowlers now, economies, right? I don't think you look too bad. But what is a good or a par economy now for a bowler to go at 5?
Well,
5.5.
Look. If you're going at 6 or over 6, which he is, I want you to. That's fine, but I want you to take wickets. Right. You can't be doing that and not taking wickets. Like Rashid's gone for 7. Now that's for a spinner on the edge of too expensive.
I think that is too expensive.
Yeah, but he's taken 2 wickets, so
You actually want to properly get into dissecting this bad boy of a game.
All right, go on then.
2-0 up. We only need to. The whitewash is seriously on it.
We haven't. You got to go through the game. You can't just say it's 2-0.
People know.
It's 1-0. This was a second ODI, and Finch and Big Warney Warn.
Get off to a good start. 68 for 1.
Well, they were 68 for none. But.
Yeah, but then 110 for 2. And then if you want to take away those wickets, I think that is a good start. You know, it looked dangerous to start with. Actually, I think
they built a really good platform to go on and get something monstrous, but they kind of just fell apart, sort of in the middle, where you need. It's like you need two building blocks to go hard at the end, don't you? You need to get off to a good start, then you need to build a solid bit on top of that, to then for your last few wickets in the last 10 overs to have an opportunity to go at it and do really well.
Well, they say if you've got considerable amount of wickets in hand, 7, 6, maybe 7.
Or 6.
At the 30th over, double your score.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure about that.
Well, 20 overs left to get another 150, 100.
It's a bit of a weird thing, that.
Runs. Well, I think if you've got wickets in hand, you can do it, can't you? Or get pretty close to doing it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Warner gets out. Great ball by Moeen Ali. Mo's actually been bowling all right, in these ODIs. Surprisingly, when they actually put a proper spin in the team, he actually does all right. A lot of chat about him never being.
Chinky actually
England.
bowled all right. I don't.
He's gone.
You're gonna get
1 for 31 off 7. That's Moeen Ali down to a T.
You're gonna get a batsman having a good day bowling. That's the best you're ever gonna get.
But I think Moeen Ali actually in the last game he did well as well. 1 for 39 was it off 10.
But you don't think if we just bowled Joe Root all the time he could do that?
Nah.
You don't.
Moeen Ali's better bowler than Joe Root.
Interesting. Should we have a look at Joe Root's figures today? I don't think he did that bad. Joe Root's even got the slinger where he bowls sidearm.
That's disgusting.
I don't see anything Mo doing any of that.
And also, Joe Root does keep his sunglasses on.
Yeah, exactly.
And obviously, paying homage to one of England's greatest ever spinners. So
who's that?
It's the swan job.
Did he have his collar up?
No, I don't think he did.
He didn't go the full swan.
Yeah, he didn't do the swanton bomb either. Anyway, Warner goes for 35, gets himself in and out. One of the best things ever is, like I said at the last one, not seeing Warner not make runs.
I got a question for you, mate.
Yes.
Do you want to answer a question for me?
Is this about Finch not opening for them in the Test match?
Yeah.
I think...
Could you answer that?
Well, it's just
because they haven't got, at the moment, they got Warner.
I think it's like why Roy and Hales don't open in our Test matches.
Right. So why is Warner in front of Finch?
I think Warner's a good player. He's proven that.
Yeah, but why isn't Finch in there?
I've got a bottle of Lucozade Fit Water in front of me. Right.
Is this going to answer my question?
We'll get onto that. I don't
think so.
We'll get onto that. I've bought this purely for packaging.
Oh, I've had one of them. I'll tell you what it tastes like, mate. It tastes like someone's got water.
Yeah.
And then say they've got a big batch of water, right? They've gone, have a taste of that. He goes, you like it? I go, yeah, it's all right. It's water.
Yeah.
So they add a bit of salt. You go,
oh,
try
this
that.
Is salty water.
Try that. You go, do you like that? You go, yeah, it's all right. And they just keep going. So you go, no, not really. And then that's what they've sold you.
I thought it was just literally water, and I quite like the packaging.
No, it's like salt. It's like sweat.
Purify electrolytes. Anyway.
Yeah, you've just been scammed, basically.
Well, done me other
I bet it cost like £6 as well.
£8.50.
No, it didn't.
You like Finchy then?
To the point where I actually don't understand. He looks technically better.
Gifted.
And he scores a lot of runs. Every time I see him, he scores runs. I don't know why he doesn't get in the Test team. What would be wrong with David Warner and Finch opening the batting?
Well,
Finch is much more compact and technically correct than Hales.
I'm hungry.
and anyone like that. Do you not think? You're not concentrating, are you?
I am. I'm just thinking about Fitwater and being hungry. I think Finch is a good player, but I would see him down the order, not an opener.
Well, how can David Warner be an opener? And that's my main thing. Is how is David Warner get in front of Finch
he's
when Finch is technically better?
Flat track bullies. Anyway, should you want to just?
You haven't answered the question.
I don't know the answer.
Right there, exactly.
Okay,
it doesn't make
all right,
sense, does it?
For all I care, let Finch. Then when he comes to England, we'll swing it around corners. Ain't got to stand a chance. I can't wait till Aussies come to England. They're all just like, yeah, we got fast bowlers. You ain't got shit. Wait till Jimmy Anderson just.
You're the one who
bowls
said
on
they
a penny.
do.
Nah, they ain't got shit. If it's Steve Smith against a swinging ball, I'm on a day off.
He got 200.
Yeah, when it didn't swing. Literally, make them green tops. Make them like the
Should we just take the covers off now? When do they come over here?
Uncovered pictures, I'm saying.
Yeah, just leave them off.
I'm saying like so grassy is like a jungle.
I think England would be great at defending like 40 runs, something around there.
I'm saying like the ball will get lost.
Get it straight back to village cricket.
You know,
we would destroy them, village cricket. Get it in someone's back garden.
Right, here's a question. I know this isn't necessarily ODI related, but could be. If there's a lot of grass on the wicket, does that deter away from reverse swing? Because it makes the ball.
I don't know. There's all sorts of myths, isn't there? It does mean it's going to be more wet, doesn't it? The pitch, and you really want to keep the ball dry in order to reverse swing. So probably does hamper reverse swing.
If by the time I want to get what the wicket's looking like for England versus Australia, it's going to swing 90 overs anyway, just for pure
nice.
dirty green on the wicket. Then for somehow we kind of like roll it and then we bat on.
I think we need to grow the grass now, and then just before we play, cut it. So it's like fresh, like proper, savagely green. Underneath.
Yeah. Like slugs or.
And I want the hover covers. So it's like a greenhouse.
Oh yeah.
And I want to go and speak to Duke.
Yes.
And get a
bit more lacquer on the ball.
More like proper, like just
darker red. Like the
just
like
keep it
burgundy black,
nearly close to black, and a big seam on that bad boy.
Yeah, and then also something easy, but like secretly Jimmy can pick at it again.
Yeah, yeah. And I want someone to go and find us a spinner.
Somewhere
a spinner. Go and find us a spinner.
But then can double up
and some batsmen.
And
as a batsman.
And
I'll tell you what I want. I want a batsman who we can sort of mould into a spinner.
What I want is a out-and-out spinner, right? But then when it's green, left arm, pace.
Swing.
Yeah.
85? Faster, nice. Okay, should we get...
ODI time.
Okay, so Finch, Warner, good start. Smith, unlucky really. Head, wasn't very good. Marsh, he thinks dog, but he's proven you wrong there. And Stonis, we thought he had a bet before he came out.
No, that was Stonis. That was Carey.
Was it?
Yeah.
The wiki. So is Stonis just a...
He was the one who likes to wear his hat.
Is he an all-rounder?
Stoinis. No.
He's just a batsman, is he?
Yeah. Oh, no, I think he bowls a bit of bullshit, but he's shit. Smith get out to root. That must feel good.
It's nice, isn't it? It was definitely out. Why reviewed it? I've got no idea. He was doing all sorts of weird hand signals that he does.
I think. No, Root does these like quicker Malinga swinger balls, doesn't he?
It didn't swing. It turned, and then Steve Smith got hit bang in line with off stump, and he thought it was missing leg stump. Like it's Joe Root bowling.
Head. I've never really made a head to tail of why he's ever in the team.
Nice. He got in the Australian team. I watched it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Big bash.
Any good?
He went out.
Watched it with my own eyes.
He went out there.
Yeah.
With some ridiculous total needed and basically no overs at all, and he did it. He just smashed the living daylights off the ball, and he's been in the team ever since.
Why isn't Sean Marsh in this team? He's the better one. Too slow?
Hey,
why is
both the Marsh brothers are brilliant.
What's that little guy called? Maxwell. He can hit it with all parts.
You
of
said he's rubbish.
Yeah,
you
but-
don't like him, so that's probably why they got rid of him.
better than Carey. Well, I know.
White, how has White got back in the team? That guy hasn't played for ages.
I don't really know much about him. Yeah, but there's lots of like little.
Unless it might be a different White. That might be my bad. But if it's the same one, Cameron White.
Yeah, but I don't know if
I
that's
used to smash it all over the place.
Cameron White was very old. Owen.
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe it's the same guy.
His name is Cameron White, but I don't know if it's the same.
Oh,
Cameron
it's the same one.
White. I don't think so.
The guy who looks sort of like a Yeti.
Yes.
He had like a Yeti haircut. If it's him, I'll be amazed.
I
Can
think
you
when-
stop flicking between both of the I can't
I think when,
concentrate.
I think when Mitch Marsh got out, it was kind of starting to. The
It
end
was
was,
sta- you
the
were-
end was nigh.
They kind of run out of wickets to build the basis they needed to put something real big when Mitch Marsh got out. And then when we were watching Carey, I honestly thought it was a bet that he had to play every shot off one knee. What was that weird one he played? He played like some sweep on drive thing. Looked right bizarre. He was hitting it clean though.
What did you think about Wokes' footwork to get him out?
Yeah, average at best. So
Quite a long way out to kick it from there.
not really.
That's like Beckham 2000, whatever it was against Greece.
Nice.
No,
it
Wokes is
wasn't.
a Villa fan, so he knows his stuff.
Yeah, he would have missed.
Nah.
Stark. Oh no, sorry. I was going to question someone's bowling technique, but we'll come to that later.
What about Mitch Marsh's stumping by Rash? By
Yeah,
Butler?
about that. First of all, it's a
How far does he get down the pitch?
Well, yeah, he gets very far, but that's not a problem. You want to commit to it, which he definitely does. But
He
it's
runs past
such a
it.
massive long hop. One,
Oh.
is it possible? Is it possible that it's deliberate? I only asked
Sorry?
the long hop. Is it possible it's
Oh, right, I thought
deliberate?
you meant his running down the wicket
No.
was to miss the ball.
No. Only ask because it's so. He ran down the pitch and yet it was still a long hop to him.
Yeah.
So it's like it's getting close to ridiculously short.
Where's Kawaja in this team as well?
Can we just?
Go
And
on.
then in the replay, which was slow mo, he misses the ball. Butler takes it. You know when they do like the fake
Yeah.
stumping and don't do it. And then when he actually stumps him, he's doing like the slow walk because he knows he's out.
Yeah.
And he's nearly back in his ground before he takes the bails off. If he'd have done the fake, I can't be arsed, walk away, and then rushed it back,
Yeah.
he'd have made it.
No, he was about 17 yards down the other end.
That's not true.
Apparently, he was having a chat with the
Okay.
umpire, saying what's going on, lads.
8 wides. That's
270
not great, is it?
for 9. What is realistically, before we go on to the bowling, par on that pitch?
300.
Minimum, I think.
We've had this conversation.
But I think absolute
Any
minimum.
pitch.
I think 320.
That's not true.
I think 320.
Really?
Yeah, because it was
I'd be
flat,
pretty happy with
flat as a
300.
pancake. Yeah, but Australia got 300 in the last innings and came up quite
No,
short.
they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, they got 300 and England went and pipped it off, didn't they?
I think if you get 300, 300, you got to back your bowlers if you got 300.
Well, England pipped them in the last game easily.
No, I know. But I'm saying you got to bat. If you don't bat your bowling attack when you got 300 on the board, you've picked the wrong bowling attack.
I think 300 is the new 220.
What are you talking
I
about?
think 320, 330 would have.
I think
challenged
370, they'd have been fine.
Right, let's have a look at the old bowlers. No real standout
yeah,
performance there.
Again, proves he can't play 2 games back to back.
Wokes probably looking the best he's looked, actually, because Wokes hasn't
He
been
was
that
just
great
out.
this tour.
He was just out for ages, wasn't he? He needed to play before he came on the tour,
Yeah,
and he's just starting to get back into form.
And
And
you-
he batted well, which we'll look at later.
yeah. I think I like Wokes because
Oh.
I do think Wokes' position is under threat in the Test team.
From who?
Or just a proper bowler, not a proper bowler, but like a
I don't
fast
think it
bowler.
is.
like a Woody.
Wood. I'd much rather replace someone else than Wokes. Let's not get into that because that's a totally separate conversation.
But anyway, all the bowlers chip
Plunkett
in.
bowled well. Should be in a white shirt, really.
Thought we weren't going to do this.
Mo and Ali. Just,
Bowled well.
That's
Rashid,
just,
the only one to.
he was expensive, wasn't he? But
bowl
again,
all
leg
10.
spinner. He's taken a couple of wickets. Joe Root, standout. Are we skipping over him, are we?
Well,
All right, that's okay.
life is full of standout performances.
Roy,
was none
Slazenger
there.
bat. Didn't realise he had a Slazenger bat. Not a fan of Slazenger as a mate.
No.
I tell you why, and it's the same reason as to why Dunlop has gone downhill as a make. You see him in Sports Direct too much. They're the main make in Sports Direct, and Slazenger made the same mistake. They are the beach cricket set, Slazenger, and that's
yeah,
why. And they sponsored Collingwood.
Nothing better than V100, though, is it?
Exactly, and that's why they're sort of prestige as a make.
There's not many bat brands anymore. Not as many as there was.
Oh no, it's all Adidas now. It's just all big, massive brands trying to like New Balance and all that.
When was the last time you saw a Gunner Moore? Honestly,
I was just going to say that. You don't see. I mean, there probably was one in that game, but you don't see him as
Puma.
often as
Do you
he
see
used
much
to be.
Puma any these days?
Yeah, flipping. What's his face charging down the wicket? He had a Puma.
What about
But yeah, Slazenger. That's his first.
when was the last time
mistake.
you saw a Woodworm?
Okay, they went bankrupt and
Did
then
they?
they came back, and now I think they've just gone again. But
I-
I remember, right, here's a story for you. My friend, not friends with him anymore, it's a shame because he was extremely rich. But
well,
every time a cricket bat came out,
yeah.
he'd always have it. And the best one, people who've ever bought cricket bats before, you can pretty much go from 50 quid to like 400. It's got way more expensive now. But he would always buy the top end one. And in 2005, when Freddie was the big thing,
Yeah.
he brought a woodworm wand, which is the one that Freddie Flintoff had.
Yeah.
And he said that the reason they've got they had like
Was it a little chunk out of it?
a fourth of the way down, they had like little bits carved out on
Oh,
either
yeah.
side,
Yeah,
just a
I
little
remember, yeah,
indents
on
on
the
either
face, or
side.
on the edges. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
on the edges. He said that was so you missed them when they went past. He left it out in the rain.
What an
It
idiot.
shows you didn't care.
How much do you think Woodworm made actually off that Ashes? I know they went bankrupt in the end, but they must have
lot.
made a lot off that.
Well, he
Ashes.
lot a lot because
Because KP
before Old Trafford,
Fred.
Freddie swapped to the Flame. They brought the Flame out,
Oh, nice.
Woodworm Flame, and then my mate had one of them as well. Very good bat, that great bit of wood, snapped in the end. Shame.
Anyway, Bairstow keeps his position opening. Which
Yeah.
is still kind of odd. But he went at a fair whack with Hales, both picking up half centuries, looking good. Got England at one point
Such a weird batting lineup.
110, 115 for one, until Hales went. And then Bairstow, a couple of overs later, shortly follows. England 130 for 3 at this point. But still, with their batting lineup, looking pretty strong. Joe Root,
46 not out. Needed, really, wasn't he? Bit of an anchor.
yeah.
An anchor to make sure we made it. Which
Do
is
you-
captainy.
Do you like
Captain-esque.
Hales at 3? We spoke about it a little bit in the last podcast, but it doesn't make sense to me.
No. Well, he's an opener. One day, he's perfect to open.
Well, I don't understand why he doesn't open.
Like, I would swap Bairstow with Root and Root with Hales. That
So,
doesn't make
yeah.
sense doing it in that order.
Root 3, Hales 2, Bairstow 4.
Yeah.
And
But whatever.
Owen Morgan, who you don't like, actually, do you?
Mate, I just, again, if he wasn't captain, he would be in serious trouble for his position if that guy wasn't captain. What does he do? He used to finish games.
Yeah.
He used to come in, if he'd have come in that position, and he'd get 70 or 40 balls or something ridiculous, or he'd just take the game away from teams and there'd be nothing left. Now he just comes in and just gets out straight away, and he's been doing it a lot. I think Owen Morgan could do with an innings.
Yeah, I think
He needs one.
he needs a
He needs one.
big 100. We're both not very well, are we? I've got a bit of a cough.
He needs one like Joe Root needs a Test match 100.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
He's in the same sort of.
What about Butler? The strange thing.
Don't mind Butler.
Because Butler doesn't get many chances to go big, does he? If you
No,
think
he doesn't.
how strong the batting lineup is in front of him. But he went at a fair whack. Obviously got out just before the end. And Moeen Ali's form is pretty dire.
It's very bad. And we were watching the highlights and I ripped on him, but the ball was very good.
Yeah.
It was an absolute screamer of a delivery, which I think you get when you're in
swinging
bad form, you start getting those ones.
I thought that reverse swing stuff was dead in ODI cricket because of the 2 new balls. Well, obviously picking the same seems to work fine for the Australians as well.
You can get it 2 ways though, because that ball looked proper nice.
Yeah.
You can get it from the ball being over shiny, as well as the ball being too rough or overly rough. You can get it both ways.
Can you?
Yeah. So you either get it where the ball becomes so rough it has pockets of air in it, and then air goes quicker over air than it does over leather. So then it starts swinging towards the rough side.
Okay, that makes sense.
But you can get it real shiny. So, I don't know, some bullshit, but it starts going the other way as well. So that ball looked very good to me.
If the bowler doesn't know where it's going, then how's the batsman going to know? I hate when people say that. It's one of my...
yeah, exactly.
It's just like shit
the
up,
batsman
no one
doesn't
cares.
know where it's going when you know where it's going anyway, you dumb
Moeen Ali, do you just... England are 2-0 up, right? Do they just say, we'll continue with him, see what happens?
Yeah, they're not going to do anything. I honestly can't come up with a scenario where they do change something with Moeen Ali.
People are saying it's like the biggest
Management
of
any player ever.
Yeah, they're like it's the. If you look at his stats,
I don't think he gets in the England team as a batsman though.
What? How does he ever do that as a bowler? He's a better batsman than he is a bowler. It's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous.
I do think he gets a hard time of it though, because he's been given a job that he's never had to, that he shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And
it's stupid.
And I think he does. I think he does do his best, and I do think he's.
He definitely tries his hardest.
I definitely think he's put in a bad position.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, England find themselves 225 for 5,
and then the big Wokester,
227 for 6 when Moeen gets out,
and then Wokes just decides he knows how to play the short ball,
starts teeing off,
and starts slapping them all over the place. And Australia do a classic England. Bowling short gets slapped. Keep bowling short. And Wokes was playing really well.
Yeah.
It's like controlled.
That dirty...
Properly playing the short ball. It was impressive.
Yeah, he picks up 39 not out.
He looked really good.
Do you think England... What score? So 274 for 6 in the 45th over. So they got, 5.5
It's always
overs
hard
left.
to judge, isn't it? Because they're chasing. So you pace yourself to the
320?
chase, don't you? Well, I don't know. I mean, it would be completely different, wouldn't it?
Yeah, what would you say?
Because
Would they
Butler wouldn't have probably played like that, would he?
I don't know.
And
What a
Root would have
wonderful
probably
world, though,
given up.
This is... I know it's quite easy to say this, but this is the best England ODI team I've ever seen.
You think?
The collective players here
You
is
think
fantastic.
it's a better team than got 440 in the summer?
It's pretty much the same team without Stokes, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but they've changed all the weird batting lineup. I think
Well-
we've seen
well,
a
it's
better.
just
I
that-
think we've seen a better England ODI team than that.
Go on then.
Well, you got Stokes to come in.
Yeah,
The team that got 440, whatever team that was better than this one.
But that was a team without Johnny Bairstow.
Are you sure? You sure he didn't get... I don't think you know that.
Oh, because that's Stokes. Johnny Bairstow's in there because of Stokes, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Oh, so you prefer having Bairstow, do you?
I'm just saying that Bairstow adds to this team, but England like play with 6 bowlers, so
They're not playing with 6 bowlers.
if Stokes was to come back in and continue that trend of 6 bowlers, one of the batsmen would have to leave, wouldn't they? Have to vacate.
Yeah, whatever, mate.
What's the problem with that?
Nothing.
England go 2-0 up.
Yeah, pretty comfortable as well. They said in the highlights, like, that's 2 back-to-back pretty big wins.
No, I think the only saving grace for Australia was Stark bowled really well.
How much would you prefer that England won the Test matches and we're getting smashed in the ODIs?
Yeah, of course, but that's not happening, is it? So let's talk about the real stuff. I reckon the whitewash is seriously on here, and also there's
No chance.
There's
It'll never
rumours
happen.
that it'll go to points for the T20s for the whole Ashes if that is the case. Anyway, that's probably enough from us.
Yeah, cheers though.
We'll be back for the third ODI. Tell you what, we've never been so consistent with podcasts. We're back on back on track. If you're new,
Make sure you have a guess at who the character was at the start, because Dave had absolutely no idea, which is frankly embarrassing.
I don't watch that shit film.
You've never watched any film.
So I have.
If it's over 60 minutes, you can't deal with it.
I've watched lots of long films.
No, you haven't. You've never watched a film, right, without having something else to do whilst you're watching it.
Oh, what?
Like your laptop, your phone, or walking around doing something.
I've been to the cinema.
Yeah, I bet you had like a hot dog or something in your hand.
Nachos.
Yeah, something like being annoying the shit out of everybody else. You can't watch films, so it doesn't surprise me at all.
If we leave this, I want to play Call of Duty after this. Right, anyway, if you're new
I
around
want
here,
a burger.
yeah, I'm hungry.
I'll tell you what, to anyone out there, if anyone's listening and they're really mega rich or they've got connections, either way,
Give us some money for new mics.
why isn't there an In-N-Out in England?
He gave.
I've watched people eating it and I really want to have one, but there's nothing I can do about it. So just putting it out there. Someone start a franchise.
I'm with you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Have you
I'm
ever
with
had
you.
one? Because you've
No.
been to America.
Yeah, but I think it's like a.
Or is it only in certain
I
parts
think it's a
of
West
America?
Coast thing, isn't it? I don't know.
Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the podcast, guys.
The Burger King that's down the road from us is not happening anymore.
Oh, what
They pulled out.
What's it
Burger
going to
King's
be?
pretty naff anyway.
Burger King?
Yeah, it's like empty
You're an
now.
idiot.
Should we take it on? Like Hot Cricket Podcast Studios with a
You
drive-through.
yeah.
Got built a drive-through.
Drive-through. Nice.
What would you like it to be?
A Burger King?
Drive-through pizza might be nice.
Drive-through pizza?
Well, that's a good idea, I think.
Does that even exist?
No, but could do.
That is why you will end up making big bucks.
Because who wants to sit in a pizza parlour waiting for their pizza? I don't.
No one does that.
Anyway, if you're new around here, make sure you throw down and subscribe.
Would they have it like a
Subscription?
pizza? Like you know, you see those cake stands in the big glass boxes, and they turn.
Yeah.
Would they have the pizzas in that? Because they got to keep warm.
Well, they do that kind of thing when you buy like in like big cities like London,
Yeah.
like or New York.
What
like
happens
one.
when you leave it though? Does it go soggy? Is it like fries from McDonald's
But
when you get the old ones and they're
There's
just
something with
grim as
pizza
hell?
that when it ages, it's better.
Yeah, but they're not going to leave it overnight, are they?
I don't know. I fancy a bit of that. If you have enjoyed this podcast,
What's your favourite pizza?
give it a like.
Do you
know
like
what?
pineapple on your
I
pizza?
do.
I love it.
I
People
actually
are
like
really
it.
against it, but I really like it.
My favourite pizza. Do you know what? I quite like a lot of cheese.
Oh, you see, you got to be careful because you put too much cheese
Nah,
on.
You smash the cheese on.
You put too much cheese on, you ruin the base, especially if you're home cooking.
Oh, I don't.
The
home
base
cook them.
doesn't get it.
I don't buy them from the supermarket anymore just because I can't bear the idea of disappointment.
You got to get spicy. If you get, here's advice for people out there.
I quite like a creamy pizza, like with actual. Well, the pizza I get actually has cream in it, doesn't it? It has double cream in it. The pizza I normally go and get. You like barbecue, but you can never finish it.
Oh, barbecue's where it's at, but it is very sickly.
Drop us a comment. We'd like to read your comments, and
Yeah, we like to know what your favourite pizza is.
we'll speak to you for the next
Soon.
third ODI.
I mean, it will be soon. In the